Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the PepperPack Podcast. I am the Dr. Pepper. I can't talk. Dr. Pepper teacher, Zach Bowman. It's been a day. School's back in session. I think it's Monday. I don't even know. But I'm thirsty. I need some caffeine. So if you grab your can, let's count down with me. Ready? It's 1, 2, 23. Hmm. Whew. That's good. I don't know about you, but Mondays are always just a little rough. Getting everyone back in the swing of things. As a teacher, starting off a week, it's always good to get the energy out there, get excited. I always feel extra tired after a Monday because you got to give a little more than you normally do just to get everyone through the day. And then coming home, my daughter did not want to go to school today and had a little trouble struggling to get stuff done when we got home, but it's my turn to relax, and I needed this. All right. Well, today's Pondering Pepper question is Pondering Pepper, January 12th, 2026. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Now, when I saw this question, I gotta admit, I didn't really have anything jump out at me. I I know people judge me. Doesn't bother me. I tell my students this all the time. I don't care what people think about me. Um, Now that's both good and bad. I understand we should care about how we present ourselves, especially if we are in a role of authority or we represent something, such as being an ambassador for Dr. Pepper, or as a teacher at a school, you represent that school, or an employee for business, you represent the business, your family you represent, and you stand for. When you're in a team, you don't just represent yourself, you're part of that team, that organization you play for. So it is important that we take into consideration other people's opinions or thoughts, but I don't really let their judgments change how I feel. Their judgments may change what I do based on any given situation, but not really how I feel. When I was in high school, I was the poster boy for wanting to make everybody happy and just doing dumb things that were just dumb because I wanted to make people happy, or I thought that's what people wanted, or just to be friends. I had to do whatever they thought was cool or thought would be fun. And post car accident, I just is like, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna do what I want to, not necessarily what I want to do, but I'm not going to let what people think about me change what I do. Now, granted, some of that had to do with the TBI, um, and just how my thinking and brain functioned then. But I got to this point where I was like, life is short. I spent a lot of my life prior to my car accident worried about everyone else and making everyone else happy. And post car accident, realizing how short it is, that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy my life. I'm just gonna not care what people think, and I have a lot of fun with it. I enjoy embarrassing myself and other people. My wife, I always embarrass her. She's like, "Those people are looking at us, or what are they gonna say?" I'm like, I don't care. I will make silly faces at people in the car, like when you roll up next to somebody, you just be like, and stare out the window until they see you. Yep, that's always fun. If you've never done it, it's a lot of fun to run in your vehicle. And what I mean by that is if you're on the highway and you're passing somebody, I love to sit in the passenger seat, or obviously don't do this as a driver, but I'll sit there and I'll run, and then I'll look at the people we're passing and I'll run faster, and I can get like everyone in the car to do that. It's a lot of fun. We get people laughing at us. I remember one time I did that with my buddies. We were going to a Nebraska game, and we did it, and we were on the highway, and there was probably some teenager just learning how to drive because she was sitting there. She looked over at us, and then freaked out and started laughing. And her mom, who was in the passenger seat, like yelled at her and grabbed the steering wheel, and that was hilarious. But what would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I see some of y'all out here watching. Let me know where you're watching from. I'll give you a shout out, say hello. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for taking the time. I always tell my students, they're like, "You realize you're weird, or that's really you're kind of crazy." And I was like, "That's all right. It's okay to be crazy, because what's normal nowadays is kind of scary. So if I'm not normal, I take that as a compliment." But in other news, this is important, and I've waited a little bit because I wanted to get some people on, and I want to make sure I share this, and I'll share it a few more times. If you have any of your Dr. Pepper reward perk points from redeeming your receipts, Dr. Pepper did just this afternoon add some more items to the reward store. Now that store is closing in 8 days, so don't waste any time. Jump on over there. The three new big rewards is they have the $10 gift card for merch. Hi, Lady and Chase. I'm sorry you have to go to bed. You can watch it later. Hey, that cool little neon light you got me is over there on my wall. You can't see it right now because that part of the room is messy. But thanks for tuning in. But yeah, so if you have reward perks, make sure you go out to that Dr. Pepper Rewards.me store on the Dr. Pepper website and get your perks. They have a $1 off coupon for a Dr. Pepper bottle from the store, so you can get that, and I believe you can redeem that 3 times. They have $10 off gift cards for their merch store, which I redeemed. I went ahead and used. I got those. I didn't use them yet, but I want to say those are 100 points a piece, and I have like 20 now, about 2,400 points, 2,390 points still I have to use. Um, uh, I'm gonna just pull up on my rewards and look at this real fast because I forgot what I. And they also have the $5 merch coupons. Now we've talked to some insider people we have in the Dr. Pepper website, and they have confirmed that we knew this already, but we cannot stack those on the same purchase. So if you're gonna buy merch from the Dr. Pepper store, I would recommend using the $5 coupon because they have both $5 coupons that you can redeem 3 times and $10 coupons that you can redeem 3 times. So getting you a total of 30 plus 50, $45. But that would have to be spread out over 6 different items or 6 different purchases. So I would recommend getting the $5 ones and using them on your cheaper purchases, the $10 ones and using them on your bigger purchases. But honestly, the math's gonna math anyway, and you'll save $45 across 6 purchases, no matter how you do it. So that's something if you have points and you use, I would encourage you to go out there and check that out. I wanted to spend more points, but I also was like, if they just rewarded it now, we have 8 days left. Is there a chance they might put something else every day out there and just kind of see, um, just give us something for those of us that have a plethora of points that we need to spend? But I am calling today's episode 2 cubed because 2 cubed is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And there are 8 days left before the perk store and the officially recognized social media ambassador organization known as the PepperPack is closed by Dr. Pepper. So I want to plan something special, and I've reached out to a few of my fellow ambassadors, and I'm going to invite all of you to tune in. It will be here on our podcast, and I will share that through our Twitch, our Facebook, and our YouTube. Those will be the three places we stream to. It probably might even go to the Instagram, but Richard always sets that part up. I don't ever mess with that. Um, but if you remember back in the day when the Halo 3 servers finally shut down on Xbox 360, there was a group of guys who loaded in the final matchmaking game. They streamed and recorded it, uh, and they were able to get in just before the server shut down. And they all were just running around shooting in the air. They didn't kill each other. They just set a time limit, or they didn't even set a time limit. But eventually, as the server shut off, it kicked them all out, kind of like Thanos' snap. And I just think it would be really cool and kind of special to just enjoy those last few minutes of the Pepper Pack and of the Perk Store together. So from 10 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday next week, the 20th, myself and several other ambassadors are going to spend some time just chatting, talking about the memories, talking about what the pack has meant and what it's been like to be an ambassador for Dr. Pepper, and how we plan to just keep this going. Obviously, we're not going to be sponsored. Never were sponsored, but we won't be recognized officially by Dr. Pepper anymore. We will be our own independent podcast for our own independent bottling company known as Dr. Pepper. I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out. But yeah. And if they don't like it, that's okay, because as I discussed on the question today, I don't really care what people think about me. They can judge me all they want. They did call me a while back the self-proclaimed president of the Pepper Pack, and while I would love for them to officially recognize me as the president of the Pepper Pack, I know they won't, because to be honest, I think they moved on and they're just like ready for it to shut down. And they're like, we got these crazy fanatics out here that are just living on a dream, and I am. Um, Myself and several other ambassadors. I'll just give you guys a little inside information. When we were informed that the Pepper Pack would be closing, we were informed the same day that they emailed everybody that is signed up for the rewards, that the reward store would be closing on January 20th, and they loaded the stores up in the rewards with all the awesome merch. It's real cheap, and the site kept crashing. I don't know if y'all experienced that, but I had like many panic attacks. I was attempting to redeem stuff, and then it would like lock up, and then when I go to redeem it again, it'd say, "Oh, it's out of stock," and I was like, "I'm not going to get anything." I was so frustrated. Um, but later that afternoon, they told us they were going to be killing the Pepper Pack as well. They made an announcement that they would have one final gift for us that they would be posting about soon to get our input on. Well, we're about a week away, and we haven't heard anything. We've been reaching out. We've been saying, "Hey, did you forget about us? Are we still gonna get some input?" And I am the eternal optimist. I'm still believing they will say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," or "We had something in the mail coming," or "If you could pick one of these following items," blah 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 blah. So I'm hoping. I know Richard has already made it clear he is expecting nothing more than expired coupons that we can't use. Because if you know that story, he got that as a gift one time from them, which I mean, I think it would be fun just to keep in my collection. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. But I went ahead and posted today on our private Pepper Pack page that some gifts that I think would be really cool is I've seen it out there that Dr. Pepper actually gave out an honorary doctorate to some people before. And as an educator, just knowing my finances, I probably will never get my doctorate. Um, I don't have a master's. I've thought about it, but again, just the finances right now with two small children and the economy and everything, I'm just like, I don't want to be in debt more than I need to be. So that's not something that I'm really interested in, putting on my family's more debt. So I would love an honorary doctorate from Dr. Pepper for time served in the Pepper Pack as the Dr. Pepper teacher, educating the world out there. Um, so that'd be a really cool gift. I'd also be down for like a year supply or like of Dr. Pepper. Or there's a rumor, which I believe is true, that McDonald's has a special gold card. And Warren Buffett, who lives in Omaha, Nebraska, where I'm from, actually has one of these gold cards. And he can go into Walmart and he just shows them the gold card, and that gets him whatever he wants, as much as he wants, for free for life. I'm like, a Dr. Pepper gold card for the ambassadors. So whenever they go to a store, we just show that store that card, and they're like, oh, yep, your Dr. Pepper, it's covered. We got you. Because for those of you that don't know, when the stores sell the soda, they don't, like a grocery store, they don't actually get the money for it. They are basically just the middleman selling it for that soda company. The soda company comes in and stocks the shelves and does the displays and everything. Um, so that would be cool. That if they just said, hey, anyone that comes in with the gold card, just ring it up, put it on us, we'll cover it for them. I think Richard and I would run them dry. They'd be in trouble. Another thing I thought would be really cool, and Josh and I have shared this before, that we love the whole varsity letter jacket idea. If they would give the Pepper Pack ambassadors a varsity letter jacket with the different badges and patches we've earned. Um, I have a little secret about those badges that I can't share yet. But if you tune in Tuesday next week on the 20th, I have a fun surprise that I would like to share with the world concerning those badges. Um, but yeah, hopefully that has been enlightening and entertaining for you guys. Um, I'm gonna cut it short tonight because I'm by myself and I got papers to grade. But I hope you like my Dr. Pepper shirt. I wore the special today because I knew I was doing the podcast. Well, I'm doing the podcast every day, but I just like to wear Dr. Pepper colors when I teach because I'm the Dr. Pepper teacher. It's what I do. So thank you again. Be blessed, be caffeinated, be a pepper. And until we drink again, we'll see y'all next time. And I always forget I have to click the buttons now. So I'm just going to keep talking for a minute before I can take my drink. And then I'll let y'all go. All right, y'all. Until we drink again. See you next time.